we're going to talk about our glacier kit. So we've got an ice axe, picket, ice screw. Oftentimes I'll carry 2 ice screws. Cordelette. Notice how I've tied this off pretty tight. That way it stays nice and high on my harness, not dangles too low. Belay device and locking carabiner. A locking carabiner that once you lock this, it's very hard to open it. So tri-action carabiner, something like that. A nano or micro traction. A tib lock. Double length sling, similar to the cordelette, nice and wrapped up high and tight. An extra locking carabiner. And a prusik. I tend to bring a couple prusiks and a rescue knife. So I've just outlined the minimum amount of gear we want to use on a glacier. I'm going to go through a couple things. One is our length of ice screws. We definitely recommend having the longest or second longest ice screw that a company makes. Glacial ice tends to be not as consistent on the surface as it is deeper in, so it's best to have really long ice screws, especially for inconsistent ice. Having a locking carabiner that I can attach to my belay loop and attach to the rope that takes a couple maneuvers to open is pretty critical. If I don't have that, if that's my main attachment to the rope, I'm going to use 2 lockers opposite opposed. We encourage people to get a mid-clip picket with a designated cable. It's the strongest and most versatile in variable snow conditions. And then in terms of racking, I like to leave my lockers available for any sort of rescue. So I tend to put non-lockers on my cordelettes, on the tib lock, on the prusik carabiner, and then that double length sling. I like to divide things evenly on my right and left side. This harness just has 2 gear loops. So I'll typically divide my belay device and prusik, extra locker, the nano traction or micro traction, and the tib lock on that right side. And on my other side, I'll divide into more anchoring kind of components such as cordelette, double length, and my ice screw on that side if I were going to put this on my harness. Often I'll put it in my backpack, similar with the picket. And the picket, if I don't put it on my backpack, but I need it readily available to me. Once my backpack is on, I can take this, flip this around, and clip that so it hangs pretty nice and tight to me. And if I'm going to use this, it will be designated for my belay loop in case I need to be clipped in anywhere to the middle of the rope, like such. There are a lot of different ways to rack your gear, and that comes down to personal preference, but the keys are to have everything high and tight, because it can become a tripping hazard if I have cordelette dangling really far down, especially with crampons.